Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Source. Back-to-back losing nights in the MLB. It sucks. We're having such a good week, too. Basically lost all our winnings. It's tough. Let's just shake it off, put it in the past, move on to Sunday. It's 15 games, as is every Sunday in the MLB. I'm going to go through 4 or 5 of them. Let's go.
Welcome to The Source. The Source. Hey, get the Source.
First up, Cubs in Miami to play the Marlins. Justin Steele pitching against Brian Hoeing. Total opens up at 8. Cubs open up at -140 favorites. So Justin Steele has been an absolute monster to start the season. I mean, his numbers are insane. But can we at least admit that he's been a little fortunate schedule-wise? 4 of his 5 starts are against bottom 10 lineups against left-handed pitching. The other start was against Texas, and he wasn't bad. He went 6 innings, just 1 run. So at quick glance, you're like, oh, he was still good. But he let up 4 hits and 4 walks. He definitely wasn't excellent in that game. He still got the win because the Cubs put up 10 runs, though. Want to know who's secretly hitting left-handed pitching right now? The Marlins. In the last 2 weeks, they're 11th against lefties. In the last week, they're 6th. This Marlins lineup is hitting left-handed pitching. And like I said, Justin Steele hasn't thrown against many lineups that are hitting lefties. I think Miami gets to him. Not to mention, the Marlins are playing good baseball right now. They've won 3 straight. They've scored 15 runs in those games, so they're scoring runs. You already know everyone's looking at this game. They see the Cubs coming off a loss, Justin Steele on the mound. Everyone's going to be hammering the Cubs. I'm a little scared of Brian Hoeing, so how I'm going to bet this one is Miami first 5 team total over 1.5 at -115. I'm doing it. I'm fading Justin Steele next game. Seattle at Toronto, Marco Gonzalez versus Chris Bassett. Toronto opens up -155 favorites. This total opens up at 10. I am all over Toronto's lineup in this one. Marco Gonzalez has some solid looking numbers, but similar to Justin Steele, actually even more so than Justin Steele, this dude, Marco Gonzalez, hasn't pitched against anyone that even resembles a lineup that could hit lefties. Gonzalez's 4 starts are against the Phillies, the Brewers, and the Guardians twice. I mean, this dude has hit the jackpot for a left-handed starter. In the last week, Toronto is 3rd in WOBA against left-handed pitching, and they've had 169 plate appearances. So not only are they completely rocking lefties in the last week, but they're seeing a shitload of them. I don't 100% trust Chris Bassett. That being said, I've always been down to back Bassett at home versus on the road. Both of his home starts this year were great, but they were against the White Sox and Tigers, so not exactly going to throw him a parade for those 2 starts. Also, it's a little concerning that both J.P. Crawford and Ty France have solid career numbers against Bassett, but most likely that were with his days back in Oakland. But either way, I love this Blue Jays lineup against Marco Gonzalez in this spot. If you want to avoid Bassett, you could just take Toronto first 5 team total over 2.5 at -125. But I'm going to take the run line. I'm going to lay it. Toronto first 5 -0.5 run, -115 next game. Baltimore at Detroit coming off a doubleheader yesterday. Kyle Bradish versus Spencer Turnbull. Baltimore opens up -145 favorites. Total opens up at 8.5. Look, I know Spencer Turnbull has just been so bad in his 2 home starts this season, but I actually like the spot for him here at home, coming off back-to-back losses yesterday in the doubleheader. Large majority of this Baltimore Orioles lineup has never seen Turnbull before, so that works in his advantage. And the same thing goes for Kyle Bradish. I don't trust Kyle Bradish. I like Turnbull better, but not a single member of the Tigers lineup has a single career at bat against Kyle Bradish. These lineups played 18 innings yesterday. It's Sunday, getaway day. Wouldn't be surprised to see one or both of these lineups rest a piece or 2. The totals in the 2 games yesterday were 10 runs and 11 runs, so follow that up with a Sunday afternoon game. I think we're looking at low scoring, and like I said, these lineups have never seen these opposing starting pitchers before. So give me the first 5 under 4.5 at -115. Let's do it. Next game. Royals on the road in Minnesota. Brady Singer pitching against Sonny Gray. Minnesota opens up at -175 favorites. Total opens up at 8. Twins coming off a tough loss to Kansas City yesterday. They should absolutely smash Brady Singer today. I mean, Sonny Gray has been absolutely unbelievable. 5 starts, just 2 runs total. Just 2 runs in 29 innings pitched. And to add on to that, Sonny Gray has excellent career numbers against this KC lineup. Ready for this? The Kansas City Royals lineup combined career is just 23 of 123. That's a 187 batting average with just 7 extra base hits. 7 extra base hits and 123 at-bats against Sonny Gray. And then on the other side, you almost have the complete opposite. I mean, Brady Singer. Buxton is batting .455 with a 1273 OPS against Brady Singer. Carlos Correa, .444 with 1,000 OPS against Brady Singer. I mean, Jesus Christ. You can bet this a couple ways. If you have FanDuel or Caesars, you can take the first 3 run line. You can get that at plus 110. First 3 minus a half run. A little bit of risk there, but I truly think the Twins blow them out. If you don't have that option, I know laying the 1.5 runs at home is risky as hell, but I truly think we're looking at a blowout, so I'm down to do it here. Minnesota minus 1.5 at plus 105 next game. Cincinnati at Oakland. Nick Lodolo pitching against Ken Waldichuk. Cincinnati opens at minus 150 favorites. Total opens up at 8.5. So Nick Lodolo has gotten absolutely shelled in his last 2 starts. Ready for this? This is just 2 starts. 21 hits, 14 earned runs, and just 8 2/3 inning pitched. Holy shit. Now, those starts were against Tampa and Texas, 2 lineups that can definitely hit left-handed pitching. But what did I say yesterday? You know who else can secretly hit left-handed pitching? The Oakland Athletics right now. In the last week, Oakland is 5th in Major League Baseball in WOBA against left-handed pitching. I said the same thing yesterday. I took Oakland first 5 money line to plus 125 and it cashed. Tell me why I shouldn't do the exact same thing today. I'll tell you why I shouldn't, because Ken Waldichuk is pitching for the A's and this dude just doesn't know how to get guys out. I cannot back him. What's the solution here? We bet the over. Both these starters are about to get rocked. You get the first 5 over 4.5 at plus 105. Yesterday's game was super low scoring. Let's bounce back with a high scoring Sunday game. I like it. First 5 over 4.5. If anything changes with any of these picks, I'll let you know on Twitter. So give me a follow there if you're interested. Make sure you check out the live show at 11 a.m. It'll just be me by myself. But we're going to go through the whole slate, all 15 games. So I'll see you there.